here I have taken two different objects, that means two different mass. So first one having bigger mass, second one having smaller mass. The distance from its center, okay, between these two, it is called d. I denoted as d. Now what is that universal law of gravitation means? Whenever if you have taken any two objects, between that force, that attractive force is acting, that attractive force should be directly proportional to the product of the mass. Product means multiplication, so m into m. So F directly proportional to m into m, and inversely proportional means F inversely proportional 1 by d square. Inversely proportional means you have to put 1 divided by that value, that means square of the distance, so d square. So that is why universal law, it will states that every object in the universe attracts every another object with the force directly proportional to the product of the mass and square of the distance, inversely proportional to square of the distance. Okay, so at the last 5 minutes I will again revise these things. Okay, so don't get confusion, just listen and focus and you can understand. Okay, so F directly proportional to mass into m. Okay, so m into m. So m represent, capital M represent that big object mass, smaller m represent the small object mass. So m directly proportional to m into m, that's the first equation. And the second equation, what is that? F directly proportional, not inversely proportional to 1 divided by d square. So d square I have written d into d. Okay, so you may write d square. Okay, directly you can write d square. So here I have written d into d. Okay, so if we combine that one, what will happen? If we combine that one means, see here, so after if you combined the two, F directly proportional to m divided by d square. Okay, so whenever you may studied in your max, whenever you have taken directly proportional or proportionality symbol, if you have taken away, there must be, you have to add some constant value. Okay, when you are putting that equation, then after you have to put some constant values. Okay, so proportionality symbol I have taken, so F is equal to G is a constant. I have put G is a constant, so I will say what is that G? So F equal to G into m divided by d square. This is the equation. So before, what are the things we studied? F directly proportional to mass of the big product, mass of the small product divided by d square. Okay, so the proportionality symbol if you have taken away means you have to add one constant. That constant value is G. So F equal to G m divided by d square. Okay, so this is the universal law of gravitational constant. Okay, G is nothing but universal gravitational constant. Okay, its value I will mention 6.67 into 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram power minus 2. Okay, so this is the value of G found by the Henry Cavendish, the scientist Henry Cavendish. Sir, how sir this value is came means, just look at, so G value they given, so force. Okay, so if you know that force value and the distance value and the mass but between the two object value, if you know means, so you can find G value, because just keep G one side and other things all you have take one side, means this d square, it will be division here, it will take that side, means F d square will come, and m it will be here multiplication, it will take away, means division will come. So F d square divided by m into m, okay, is equal to G. This is a basic mathematics. Okay, d square it will go that side, means it will come into multiplication, F into d square divided by m into m. Okay, this is equal to G. So G equal to 6.67 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram power minus 2. So the value of G which can be found by Henry Cavendish. Okay, so we will see one problems based on this one. The mass of the earth equal to 6 into 10 to the power 24 kilogram. Mass means m. Okay, just to note that what is the value, which letter for which one, that you have to know. Mass equal to m. And mass of the moon, okay, you have taken any other caps letter or whatever. Okay, so here I have taken caps m for earth, small m for moon. Okay, otherwise you can take subscript in m what's called m e and m you can take whatever. Okay, it's your suggestion and your decision. If the distance between the earth and the moon is 3.84 10 to the power 5 kilometer, the distance between the moon and earth is they given. Distance means what? D. The letter stands for D. Okay, calculate the force exerted by the earth on the moon. Calculate the force exerted. What they asked, calculate. After what word is coming? Force. So that one you have to find. Calculate the force exerted by the earth on the moon. So gravitational constant value they gave here, G equal to 6.67 or 6.7. Here they gave 10 power minus 11 Newton meter square kilogram power minus 2. Okay, 6.67 means why sir here gave 6.7 means if you know that approximation, how to approximate that. For example, 600 and 700 they gave how to approximate that value after a decimal point. Okay, 6.67 we can written as 6.7 in terms of one decimal point approximation. Okay, so the solution is mass of the earth 6 into 10 to the power 24 and mass of the moon 7.4 into 10 to the power 22 and the distance, what is the distance? Distance equal to 3.84 10 to the power 5 kilometer. So 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter. 10 power 5 kilometer means 10 power 5, 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter. 1000 meter we can written as 10 power 3 meter. So a power m into a power n. In your 8th standard mathematics you studied a power m into a power n, which should be equal to a power m plus n. So that means 10 power 5 into 10 power 3, which is equal to 10 power 8. Okay, the power only you can add. If the power you can add, that's the rule. So 3.84 into 10 to the power 8 meter. Okay, so this is the equation. F equal to G m divided by d square. So F equal to 6.7, that is the value of G, 10 to the power minus 11 into 6 into 10 to the power 24 and 7.4 into 10 to the power 22 divided by 3.84 10 to the power 8 into square. Okay, 3.10 to the power 10 power 8 whole square. So just sir, how sir we can solve this problem? First you have to know the power rule, a power m into a power n and a power m divided by a power n. 8th standard mathematics, exponents and powers you studied. Just take your 8th standard book and see the formula. A power m into a power n, what is the formula? A power m divided by a power n, what is the formula? So a power m divided by a power n means a power m minus n. A power m into a power n means a power m plus n. So 10 power minus 11, first the numerator and all you have to add that power. 10 power minus 11, 10 to the power 24, 10 to the power 22. Okay, and 10 to the power 8 into square means, so a power m bracket n means a power m into n. So for example 10 power 8 whole square means 8 into 2 16. So 10 power 16 it will come. Okay, so after you solving that 10 power minus 11, 10 power 24, 10 power 22. So if the symbols are different means you can subtract and 10 to the power 16 it will go upside, means 10 power minus 16 will come. So 10 power minus 16 into 10 power minus 11, 10 to the power 24, 10 to the power 22. So 24 and 22 you can add, 10 to the power 24 and 22 you can add, and then 10 power minus 16 minus 11 if you add and then subtract that power means you will get one answer 10 power 20. In terms of 10 power 20 will come, and the remaining things and all you have to multiple and divide. Okay, so in the decimal point division and decimal point multiplication is very very important. If you don't know, please practice it. Okay, already you studied in 6th to 8th you studied that decimal point, how to divide, how to multiply. So these are the things you studied already. Okay, so F equal to 2.02 10 power 20 Newton came. Okay students, so simply this is a multiplication only. Okay, 6.7 into 6 into 7.4, just multiple first and then you have to divide by 3.84. so decimal point after same digit will be there means you can multiply by 100 and then you can make it as a whole number and then you can divide. That is the one way. Okay, So F equal to 2.02 into 10 to the power 20 Newton. So that's all. So today's session I will explain again. First, what is the gravity? Gravity is nothing but it's a universal property, okay, of the all the celestial body. So it is an attractive force, and that attractive force will act between that two object, okay, between that two object with the product of mass and inversely proportional to that distance, square of the distance, okay. And then what is the tangential line? Means what we have seen, tangential line. And what is that centripetal acceleration, and why moon is not falling. So actually moon is falling. See here, moon is falling. Each and every point, each and every tangential point, it will be falling, okay, because of that strong gravitational force of the earth. And even if you ask to your seniors and all, they will say that because of that moon gravitational force, the tides, the waves and all, it will be coming, right? They will say, okay. Otherwise, if you go in the 10th standard, they will say that because of that gravitational force of the moon, the tides and all, it will be tides and waves and all, it is forming, okay. They will say that. And what are the things we have seen, and universal law of gravitation, and what is that equation? F equal to g into m divided by d square. So m is m into m, product of mass, and d means distance, g means universal gravitational constant. Okay, this is the end of the today's session, students. Just take your book and read once. If I taught that what is that slide, please at least go through at least one read, otherwise you cannot understand, okay. Remember that you have to read once. What are the things I said? Just correlate with that. Just take your book and read once, make one point, okay. And if you have doubt in the decimal point, multiplication and division, and what is called subtraction, addition, just go through your previous year books, 8th standard, 7th standard mathematics book. Is there any decimal chapter is there or not? How can we multiply? How can we divide? Just practice it, okay. So first we have to enhance ourselves. We have to develop ourselves, okay. So thank you all. So thank you.